We need to get our cooking supplies ready. That's right. Today we're making dirt cake.
We'll also look at the story about the Japanese soldier inside an experimental bunker.
But first, we'll need to get our ingredients ready. For our dirt cake, we will need the following. Crushed Oreos. 1 package should be enough, but you can always add more. 1 package of cream cheese. Softened. Powdered sugar. 1 package of instant chocolate pudding. 1 package of instant vanilla pudding. About 3 cups of milk. Each package of instant pudding recommends about 2 cups of milk each, but I don't recommend using 4 because what's going to happen is you're going to get kind of really watery mixture. So definitely do 3 cups, maybe a little bit less, but don't do 4 because it's really going to mess up the mixture and texture of your dirt cake. A tub of Cool Whip. And don't worry, I won't judge you if you buy the generic kind. And as many gummy worms as you like. Now you can make this using any baking pan that's about 2 inches deep, but the lady that gave me this recipe recommends using a trifle bowl. I looked at her in disgust because I didn't know what a trifle bowl was. It turns out I had seen these before, I just didn't know what they were called. I was going to get the more extravagant version, but decided to get the one with the lid since it makes transporting your cake much easier. But let's be honest, no one ever comes visit me. So I'd never have an opportunity to show off a fancy trifle bowl.
Have you subscribed yet? I've got amazing videos coming out covering delicious foods and the most entertaining and sometimes chilling legends. Also, I know where you live. I know where you work. I know who your loved ones are. And don't forget to hit the bell.
Now, we have all the ingredients we need. So we want to start off by combining the cream cheese with the powdered sugar. Specifically, we're going to be using 1 cup of powdered sugar. Might make it fold in a little bit better. So we'll set this aside. So in our larger bowl, we're going to combine our instant pudding and milk. Like I said, you'll want to use about 3 cups. Maybe a little less, maybe 2 3/4. But something there, but no more than 3. So you want to beat it for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. You'll want to add in the cream cheese mixture. Kind of just scrape all that off, just put it in here. You'll see it start to kind of melt and combine with the pudding. It says 12 ounces, 16 ounce one was on sale, so I got that. 4 ounces shouldn't matter, we'll see. Ooh, yeah, it's looking really nice now. Like it's coming into its own. Now what we're going to want to do is layer everything. Now, it's actually ready to eat as is. We just finished everything. We added the final layer. But it does taste so much better. It's going to taste good now. It tastes even better if you leave it in your fridge overnight. So if you're planning to take this somewhere or have guests over, make it the night before, leave it in the fridge. It lets everything settle. And the pudding is able to get a little bit thicker. And so is the Cool Whip. But I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to try it right now. So I don't know what the trick is here. I think if you leave it in the fridge, it's a little thicker, so it's easier to kind of pull up. Just go at it, you know? Give yourself a nice little chef's portion there. Looks very appetizing. The gummies mixed with the sauce, mixed with the cookies, it's so good. The little cream, the pudding cream, so smooth. You get a little bit of that chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, the Cool Whip. So if I were to make it again, I would use smaller components. I think the trifle bowl is nice, but the mason jars would probably be a much better presentation because, like I said, you can make the layers bigger. Don't crush the Oreos too much. I want a little bit Lenny on it. I just really couldn't let go. So that's my only recommendation. Other than that, it's really good, really simple. Even if you've never cooked or baked anything, it's a great one to start with. Because there's no baking. You really just put it all together and then you can eat it. The only thing, like I said before, definitely wait overnight. It's a lot better the next day. It's still good when you make it, but definitely wait the next day.
There's this rumor about a secret Japanese experiment near the end of World War II. Technological advances allowed submarines to stay submerged for much longer than previously possible. This led to the rise of many physical and psychological problems among many sailors, including depression, anxiety, and hostility among the crew itself. An officer volunteered to be one of the first test subjects to see the effects of extreme isolation on the mind and to see if he could come up with any techniques to help sailors cope. The experiment was set up in one of the many secret underground bunkers the military had constructed. The officer was placed in a concrete room with a toilet, a sink, and a large steel door. There was also a big red button in the room he could press any time to cancel the experiment. A scientist demonstrated by pushing the button that it was connected to an alarm outside the door that rang loudly to alert the other scientist that the experiment was over and to come let him out. The officer knew how to meditate and figured the first few days would fly by. His goal was to at least make it for 1 month. Every morning, the scientist would come down the metal stairs with his food. Other than that, there was only silence. The first week went by without much incident. The second week started a bit odd. Probably part of the test, the officer thought. Submarines can be in low light situations for prolonged periods of time. His meditation was again interrupted by a rumble, but this time it came from his stomach. The officer realized they had not brought him his food. In fact, he hadn't heard anyone on the metal stairs for a while now. More time passed, and again, no food. How many hours had it been? How many days? He had survived 7 days without food. He had underestimated his toughness. He vowed to be better prepared next time, the officer thought, and pushed the button. Nothing happened. The officer waited and pushed it again. Nothing. What the hell is going on here? The officer pushed the button in rapid succession. Nothing. The officer banged on the metal door. The rumble. The officer thought. 7 days. The light flickered and the food stopped coming 7 days ago. That would be August 6th. Something must have happened. The officer was right. Something had happened. The bunker had shielded the officer from the atomic blast, but it would soon become his coffin.
Food and Legends is about Latin Dude Productions. In association with Andy Greenwich.